Welcome back sa SIBOL 2022 National Team Selection powered by Smart. Kami ang inyong casters. My name is Tio Omi Ignacio. Kasama ko dito, nag-iisang si Sam Wolf Lupueto. Welcome to game number 3 between BREN Esports at El Ganador Esports. 1-1 po ang ating score. Ibig sabihin nito, kung sinong manalo ng game 3 ay magpapatuloy sa lower bracket at yung matatalo ay uuwi. Game number 1 went to El Ganador Esports. Big upset against BREN Esports. Game number 2 napunta naman sa BREN Esports with a dominating win under Joy Boy's experience in just pulling out those playmaking abilities. Wolf, one thing that we want to say to our viewers right now, ano bang kailangan natin? Kasi may konteksto na may mawawala na. Ito ang unang mawawalang team sa SIBOL 2022 National Team Selection.
If it will be El Ganador, I think sobrang well-represented, ng ating amateur scene. Nakikipagsabayan sila sa professional scene at maganda ka nilang pinakita at sobrang ganda ng epekto ito para sa ating amateur scene. If there will be, whether or not they come to actually, diba? They have already proven that they're good. Now, para naman sa mga BREN Esports fans, maybe the message here is, if BREN Esports ang matatanggal, one thing we can expect is nasa phase pa to ng pagbuo ng kanilang chemistry. They're still building this team up. This is a fairly new team. Ngayon lang sila pinagsama-sama and there's still a lot of potential. Kasi mula sa BREN Esports, yung mga reason kung ba't sila natatalo is hindi dahil sa kanila skill but more like sa decision-making skills na lang nila. Right? So, those are the two things that I can say about the possible end result. The two possible end results of this series.
Only one team will be making it out alive after this series. And after this series, actually, may isa pa tayong losers bracket na matchup. Ibig sabihin, may isa pang team na uuwi pagkatapos nito. Pero bago tayo pumunta dyan, tapusin muna natin ang game number 3 by starting the Smart Picks and Bans for game number 3. Bago natin tignan kung ano ba ang ating mga Smart Picks and Bans, of course, experience the power of Smart 5G in over 4,900 sites nationwide. Switch now to experience the difference. Visit smart.com.ph/MNP to learn more. Hashtag muling lumakad matatag at hashtag SIBOL powered by Smart ang ating official hashtags for this tournament. Ito, Edith at Valentina ang ating opening bans for game number 3.
So, this was the adjustment para sa BREN Esports. Ang next na ban ng El Ganador is going to be Selena. Can't remember. It was Johed. So, Johed, Selena, Valentina, yan yung mga ayaw nilang ibigay sa BREN Esports. Para naman sa BREN, they banned Lancelot, Edith, and well, Yuzong yung naging kapalit ng... Edith yung naging kapalit ng Yuzong for the first one. So, ito yung mga pwede natin i-expect. By the way, big shoutouts kay Mr. Reptar for this wonderful stat line. Nakita natin yung magandang play ni Saxa with the Paquito. And it so happens na 8 times na pick ang Paquito all throughout our tournament. 8 times banned din siya. So that's the 16 na pick ban record. Sobrang taas. And he also is undefeated. 8 wins out of the 8 games na nalaro ang Paquito. So that is amazing.
Paquito is the hero to watch out for in SIBOL 2022 National Team Selection. Kufra is the second ban for the side of BREN Esports. Gamit na gamit ang Kufra for El Ganador Esports. Ang sabi ni BREN, maybe try something new. Magsubok naman kayo ng bago and maraming pa namang sigurong pang set na tank. Pero pinag-usapan natin kanina, no, Wolf, that Kufra is one of those S-tier tanks talaga na pwede mong i-pick up anytime at he will fit right in your composition. Now, El Ganador, nasa listahan talaga ang Selena. Hindi pwedeng ibigay basta-basta kay Few.
Yep. And this means Johed yata yung last ban. There's the Cloud. Okay, so BREN Esports just says, okay, bawal mo na gamitin yung mga previous heroes mo, but it does open up the Lancelot. I wonder if it will be the first pick para sa El Ganador. So, now, I think yung Johed pa rin ang ibaban dito ng El Ganador Esports.
Maybe the Ruby as well, because...
Yeah.
Tingnan natin because they still have 30 seconds to check their third ban. May Ruby pa, may Johed pa nga si Joy Boy. Pero para sa first pick ng BREN Esports, no, pag-usapan na natin, pwede nga nilang kunin yung Lancelot if they're feeling a little bit risky, no? talagang dinenay yung Claude, kinuha pa yung Lancelot. Pero of course, there are better priority picks such as the Glue na pwede ulit nilang kunin as their first pick. In fact, di na tayo magugulat kung Glue na naman ang kunin ng BREN Esports.
100%. Since it's a good pick. But, El Ganador, instead of manning Johet, Lancelot yung kanilang pinan. Just wondering, kasi isa nga naman to sa mga favorite picks ni Saksa. So, still is the Glue. Para sa El Ganador, open ang
Pakito Ruby.
Pakito and Ruby. Exactly. So, pwede nilang kunin parehas. Or maybe get the Yuzhong now. They went in for Eve earlier on, pero tingin ko mas madami pa silang pwedeng pagpilian dun sa kanilang mid lane role. And since wala naman dinaban masyado na mid laners, apart from Selena and Valentina na almost automatic ba naman anyways, madaming pang choices dito. So I think ang ipaprayo mo dito is yung jungler and yung XP lane mo. So Ruby, Pakito are the choices para sa El Ganador Esports.
Pero sabi nila, anong Pakito, anong Ruby? Esmeralda ang gusto naming kunin. And perhaps this will be going to either the gold lane or the XP lane. And they will get that undefeated Pakito. Nandiyan pa rin kaya ang agimat para sa El Ganador. Pakito will be their second pick. Ano kaya ang magiging response dito ng BREN Esports? The Phovius is still open if they want to take it. Pero mabubugbog ng Esmeralda ang Phovius.
Excuse me. Sorry. Yep. Something came up. Sorry. But yeah, tingin ko kaya nila to kasi compared to sa previous games, wala sila nung aggressive hero, right? Meron silang scaling na Claude, pero wala sila nung aggressive hero na pwedeng kumuha ng early stages of the game. Parang dampener para magkaroon ng space para dun sa kanila marksman sa side lane. Ngayon yung BREN Esports, sobrang comfort na nakuha nila. They went in for the Clint and the Ruby. Mahirap nang kumuha ng mga mage ngayon para sa El Ganador. Kasi ano ba, kuha ba sila ng Eve, madali i-cut sila ng Glue tsaka ng Ruby. Farsa also falls in that situation. Maybe yung Lilia, pwede nilang i-consider as their mage against BREN Esports. But,
or maybe even the Kagura. If not,
or Kagura, yeah, exactly.
Kagura, Lilia, makes sense in this matchup, especially against the Ruby. No? This is something that medyo kinakabahan ako para sa El Ganador kasi yung Ruby ni Joyboy ibang klase. We've seen a lot of Rubies in SIBOL 2022, but when Ruby is played by Joyboy, by BREN Esports, for some reason, they are really comfortable. Talagang sanay na sanay ang BREN Esports sa paglalaro around that Ruby. Final pick for El Ganador Esports, ano kaya ang lalabas?
I wish I could say Faramis mga ganun Kasi ilang beses na nag-glue yung BREN Esports, diba? Parang natural, this is literally the third game para to answer the question, right? And isa sa mga sagot dun sa hero na yun na sobrang eksakto is the Faramis. So, I think it just makes sense. Kasi maganda rin siyang combo with Esmeralda at Pakito kasi ito yung mga klase ng heroes na kahit mamatay dun sa Cult Altar, sobrang lakas pa rin ng impact even with their death. So instead, Matilda ang magiging choice ng El Ganador.
And buti na lang, bumalik agad tayo sa smart picks and bans. Kinakabahan na ata yung mga viewers natin dyan. Baka may issue na naman. Huwag kayong magalala guys. Medyo siniswerte naman na tayo ngayon. Fanny and a 1-1 will be the bans for BREN Esports and El Ganador. The Farsa taken out as well. Yung Fanny, nakita natin to kanina from RSG Philippines, played by Demon Kite, na talagang effective na rin pala. Even if I think they lost that game, no?
Yeah. Katulad nga nung parang pinag-usapan namin ni Leo, 9 out of 10 siya para sa akin kahit natalo sa this game. Kasi ang ganda ng plays niya. So, it's really good. Now, El Ganador is left with what? Hayabusa perhaps? Pero kasi, hindi na nila kailangan may pakita na sila I really wish makakita tayo ng isang Faramis. But instead, it's Kagura.
Yeah, we did hear it, no? Tama. Si Kagura ang magiging position 4. So this relegates the Matilda to position 5. Yun ang magiging tank or roamer ng El Ganador Esports. Ang kulang na lang sa kanila ay either an XP lane or a gold laner, considering that this Esmeralda could be flexed on both lanes. For BREN Esports, they're gonna take 2 heroes this rotation. They're still missing a mage na ipantatapat nila sa Kagura na banggit ni Lilia kanina. You might see that.
If you cannot boast.
Is that a need? Oh, Amon. Okay. Para kay Few na kanilang position 4. Tapos, or maybe a jungler actually, na pwede lang makita from Saksa. And in terms of mages, I think Lilia pa rin ay mataas pa rin ng, ayun, okay. So siya pa rin talaga may choice, like you said. Di naman sila nagka-counter kung isipin, but no matter what happens, parang hirap, kaya pa rin maging awkward ng isang Lilia dahil dun sa burst ng Kagura. At the same time, Kagura, Lilia can also be taken out by the Kagura kung sakaling burst ng potential. Now, ang hinahanap ng El Ganador Esports is their gold lane na itatapat nila sa isang clean. Madami naman choices, like Brody, for example, is okay. And Popolin Koopa ang magiging choice ng El Ganador Esports instead.
Wow.
And just like in the previous series, ito yung bakbakan, Clint versus Popolin Koopa in the gold lane.
Popolin Koopa, surprising pick rates na hindi gaanong kataas, pero the moment that you see a Popolin Koopa inside the game, most of the time they're really effective in their composition. So this is going to be exciting. This is a do-or-die match once again between BREN Esports and El Ganador Esports. Kung sino mang matalo dito ay kailangan ng umuwi kahit nandun lang sila sa mga bootcamp nila. Paalala sa ating mga viewers, hindi pa po tapos ang pandemya. Let's keep safe inside our homes and enjoy SIBOL 2022 National Team Selection powered by Smart. This is Game 3 between BREN Esports and El Ganador Esports. Men, historic moment, first team to go out of SIBOL 2022. Posible na.
Wow. It's just a few minutes from
few minutes na
happening.
Few ano.
Pwede. Actually, pwede pa lang hindi kasi pares may marksman na teams natin ngayon. So, may potential na na tumagal yung laban. And they also have both mages na may Lilian and may Kagura. So, a few minutes maybe or a very long game. Either way, we have to watch it and we know for sure na mag-enjoy tayo dyan.
Yeah, share nyo na yung stream because this is Game 3. Let's enter the land of dawn. BREN Esports versus El Ganador Esports. Sino kaya ang magpapatuloy ng kanilang SIBOL 2022 journey matapos ng laban na to?
Oh, okay. So, madaming mga signature picks, particularly sa BREN Esports. It's going to be the Joy Boy Ruby. Stuff of Legends for sure. Makakita tayo ng Esmeralda Joseph on this Popolin Koopa na mukhang nakakalamang na ngayon sa Clint. I would assume na BREN Esports ay ilalagay si Joy Boy doon eventually or maybe itong si Amon sa kanyang first rotation to might be just to at least stop itong further na paglakas ni Joseph when it comes to the laning against this Clint.
And so far, no, mas mabilis ang pag-clear nito ni Saksa compared sa Pakito. Pero Joy Boy might be in a little bit of trouble here. Percent, nahanap ang dalawa. The Esmeralda dealing a lot of damage. Joy Boy, meron pa naman siyang flicker paleo if kailanganin. And si Joy Boy mukhang mapapaburn na nga ng flicker. And that's a lot of pressure exerted. Even by an Esmeralda na naggaling pa all the way from an XP lane.
Yeah. Additionally, mabibigyan ng chance itong si Matilda na medyo bantayan yung kanyang Popolin Koopa. At ang ibig sabihin sa medyo babantayan ay tatambay siya dun sa may bandang crab, making sure na hindi makakaikot dun yung Amon. So, para siyang free information lang for maybe 30 seconds or more. Dahil dun sa fact na napauwi niya yung isang Ruby, mabibigyan siya ng konting free time para tumulong kahit papaano dun sa kanyang gold lane.
And in fact, the turtle has already spawned and the Amon is already starting at 3/4 na ang HP. Saksa trying to safely get this turtle. Pero sabi ni Percent ay agrohin muna kita. Here comes the falling star mo. Pero napapflicker din siya palayo. Endless shards lumusot. Natamaan na rin si Mingwin at nagre-recall na nga ang BREN Esports. Pero sabi nila mamaya na yan. Lilia will get taken down in that mid lane at makakancel na nga ang turtle take ng BREN Esports.
BREN Esports now. Mayroon silang konting advantage over El Ganador Esports, but it's just 300 gold. Samantala, si Granzu level 5 na, which also means na baka ituloy na nila itong turtle fight. Naghintay na lang din ng orange buff itong si Saksa. Maybe get a burst down. Actually, naka-move sila dito from the mid lane. Medyo malayo dun sa turtle, so this might be the turtle that El Ganador Esports will be able to secure.
Yeah, pero sabi ni Granzu, teka lang half HP, pero nanakaw pa ni Saksa. Endless shards, and mamamatay na ata with the ultimate coming in from the glue. BREN Esports, deja vu, parang turtle kanina na sinabayan pa ng 1 kill.
Sobrang ganda ng talon doon ni Granzu. Kasi really, what happened here is tinambayan niya ito. Nag-ultimate siya, nagpa-stack siya doon kay Brisk, and this means na ma-awkward si Brisk na kumuha ng turtle fight. So binigyan niya ng advantage dito sa Jago, tapos nag-thank you siya kasi nakakuha niya yung red 3 last hit, and additionally nakakuha pa ng kill doon yung ating blue against this Apakito.
Joyboy with a
So
flicker
many
play,
things.
binigla ng endless shards at biglang sumabog si Popol and Koopa. Circling Eagle papasok, stuns Medivh, hinahanap dito si Pew, pero si Brisk hindi niya natapos. Black Shoes is no longer available pero hindi siya bumagsak. El Ganador Esports, nagulat sila sa Joyboy initiation pero 1-1 ang kill score doon sa fight na yon.
Yeah. A lot of lead na ng BREN Esports ulit, just like in game number 1, game number 2, early game palagi ang control ng BREN Esports, and mapaganda to para sa kanilang team. I wonder kung paano magre-react ang El Ganador Esports. Malakas pa rin sila mag-push. Pwede pa rin nilang gamitin yung kanilang pakito para gumawa ng space so that they can eventually find their opening para mapag-push. Pero sabi ni Joyboy, huwag kaya muna.
Lumier, napa-flicker palayo, and BREN Esports right now capitalizing on the early game damage of this Amon. Now 2 people, no 3 people will be going towards this gold lane. Hindi na nila ipipilit pa. Turtle will be spawning 14 seconds from now, so they need to establish pressure around this area.
Well, setting up para dun sa next na turtle fight itong BREN Esports.
Oh, pero ay, nako! Hindi pa natuto ang El Ganador. Kapag up ang ulti ng Ruby, up ang ulti ni Saksa, automatic na yan. Sino mang mahila, papasabugin ni Saksa. Pero Turtle, half HP. Nalabanan pa rin nata ng El Ganador. Si Granzu ay nasa harapan ng 4. Just zone out si Brisk. Ang Retri ay malayo pa rin. Brisk napasok na! Nanakawan Turtle! Here comes El Ganador Esports. Isa na ang BREN Esports sa double kill for the Matilda. Si Granzo gusto makabawi ng isang Jago. Masisnare dito ni Percent. And this charge walang bawas. Papasukin ata sa Torre mga men. 4 sila dito sa 2v4. Sa Jago. Pag-burst out pa dito ni Mingwin. Hindi siya naharap ng payong. Wala silang napatay sa ilalim ng turret na yon. Pero Turtle ay naagaw at nakadalawa din sila.
No, they might even get this turret afterwards, the 2 kills. Sobrang ganda nung ginawa ng El Ganador Esports kasi napil nila yung BREN. Nakapronta doon si Aim1 working on the turtle, tapos si Granzu wanted to go for an opening para makakuha ng grab, which left yung kanilang backlines na open. At makikita natin dito sa ating replay. Maganda yung timing din ni Brisk. I like his confidence going for the red 3 steal. Tapos yun sa likod, si Lilia, wala siya nagawa dahil na-fill out na nga siya ng mga members ng El Ganador Esports. Ang ginawa nila ay hindi pagpansin dito sa ating glue kasi alam nila na wala pa silang enough na resources para sa glue. So they got a wonderful trade pero makakuha ulit ang BREN Esports.
It's a 1-for-1 trade in the mid lane. It's Joyboy 4%. So 2 tanks actually out of this matchup. Pero by tank, I mean, yung medyo tanky na frontline member. Dahil alam naman natin si Percent ay nasa XP lane. The Popol and Koopa might be pushing that lane and in fact, mirrored ang plays for BREN and El Ganador.
Oh. What turned out to be already isang game na parang nagsusnowball ng BREN Esports, mabilis na nakuha ng El Ganador Esports lalo sa turtle fight na yun. The keyword, speeding. Saksa, kaya niyang kumuha ng mga solo pickups na to ngayon. Pero saktong-sakto si Percent, nakakuha siya ng kanyang brute force breastplate. So, tama yung timing ng kanyang defense item dito so that he can actually shove waves confidently para hindi siya ganun kadali mapatay ng mga BREN Esports kung sakali. Tapos dedepensahan nila itong mid lane gamit ang Kagura at itong Popol and Koopa. All is good in the hood para sa Ganador Esports. Question is, tatry ba nilang i-contest itong turtle na to?
Nababawasan na ng konti dito si Lumiere. Granzu, half HP. Baburst nila ang glue pero nakapag-split-split. May nahuli na naman yung Ruby. Endless Shard si Joseph. Mamamatay nga ba? Nice shield at nakabuhay pa nga with the Koopa health. Now Turtle will be started by BREN Esports. Si Percent medyo na-debate ata doon, men. Pero sabi naman ni Lumiere, sige, hingin kita pare. Brisk, buhay pa rin naman. No steal will happen. Retry secured by Saxa Jago. And they're gonna go out of that fight.
Oh. Amazing display pa mula sa Ganador Esports. But even better mula sa BREN Esports dahil nakaka-recover na sila ngayon. Konting stumble mula sa BREN Esports but now they slowly trying to recover. Ang gustong first item dito ni Joy Boy is might be an Athena Shield. Nag-casual dreadnought lang muna siya. Tapos tsaka siya mag-Athena Shield.
Oh, circling eagle with the guiding wind. Wow! Si Joy Boy pa ang napahamak after trying to make a play against Lumiere. Ganador Esports nakalabang na sa kill score.
My God. Okay. So, ito yung mga maliliit na trades ito na napupunta siya sa Ganador Esports and dahil dyan yung lead ng BREN Esports parang parang negligible na at this point. And Ganador, nagpo 4-1 strat na sila ngayon, meaning 4 members sila magkakasama tapos may isang nakahiwalay. They're making sure na pinoprotektahan nila itong win condition nila which is the Popol and Koopa. So, that's what they wanted to have in the latter portions of the game. And so far, it has been good. Kasi ang gagawin nila ngayon, controlling nila itong Lord area. And they will get the first Lord of the game. Unless, of course, BREN Esports, makakalap sila ng opening against Ganador.
And they would want to secure that mid lane turret, no? Nagbubukas talaga ng entrances sa jungle. And kaya pinipilit yon ng Ganador. Pero sabi nila, bot lane na lang muna. Pero yung mirror naman ata to ng BREN Esports. It's a top side turret for a bot side turret. Yun ang call ng BREN. Pero papasukin dito ni Linguin ang likod. And si Granzu naman ang papasok with the split-split. Wala silang makukuha in that fight, kundi turret damage. And in fact, Ganador Esports, dinedicate nila yung manpower nila sa mid lane at nakakuha na rin ng isa pa. Kibsu! It's a 4v1 na wala sa pwesto. And that is a kill for Ganador Esports. Tuloy-tuloy lang si Percent na pasabog ni Saxa. Saxa, maghahanap pa ata ng isa pero dalawang lumilipad yung Pakito nasa pak siya half HP, nakapag-heal naman ng konti. Here comes the circling eagle papunta kay Granzu. Wala nang split Ruby with the 2-man eye mo blended. Si Koopa pala yung isa. Guiding wind na lang pala yun and Ganador Esports safely go back.
So, ganda ng chain of events para sa Ganador Esports. Nabuhay yung nasa top lane sa kanila which was Esmeralda even when the movement was there from BREN Esports. Ito, nakakuha sila ng push sa may mid lane pero nakakuha pa sila kill dun sa Clint. Unfortunately nga lang hindi nila in-expect tong si Saxa na naka-invisible kaya naman nakakuha siya ng burst stun sa Esmeralda at kaya-kaya niya yun. And hindi sila din nagkaroon ng perfect connection dun sa Matilda and Pakito para i-go doon si Amon. But it's well and good pa rin para sa Ganador Esports dahil sila na nakakalamang sa laban. They had the better trade kasi nakapag-push sila ng turret sa may mid.
Tignan natin kung masesecure ba ang door ng knockdown ng Pakito. Ganador Esports with a clutch steal. At iniisa-isa na ang BREN Esports. Naubos na ang isa. The Popol and Koopa gets Joy Boy. 4 people remaining for BREN Esports and they are forced to go back to your base. The steal, the kill. Ganador Esports.
Well done coming out from Ganador Esports. Sobrang ganda ng performance nila doon sa mga team fights na to as well as yung macro play nila na hindi mo expect na makuha nila. And even better, Brisk, 2 beses na nakakuha ng Red 3 steal. Yung una, binalik yung laban sa kanilang pabor economically and momentum-wise. And this time, itong Lord fight, parang panapos na sa spirits ng BREN Esports. Pinaghirapan niya ng BREN Esports and it was one of their win conditions. At the fact na nakuha yun ni Brisk ulit with just 1 red trade really spelled the doom para sa BREN Esports ngayon. Sobrang confident na ng Ganador Esports. They will be controlling the map. Siguro kukuha sila ng torre sa may top lane or maybe some of the jungle creeps that they take away from the members of BREN Esports. they have really recovered 3,000 ahead of BREN Esports in this elimination game.
Wow. Elimination game. Amateur scene representatives El Ganador Esports fighting off an MPL team BREN Esports. Meron pang 3 inhibitor turrets ang BREN Esports kaya naalagaan naman nila yon kahit nakapag-lord push ang El Ganador. But this is such a huge statement for the amateur scene of the Philippines. Tignan nyo yung gold graph dyan sa baba, no? Wolf biglang tumalon pabalik sa El Ganador.
Like a mountain. Parang bulubundukin para sa El Ganador Esports. Just like in game number 1.
Teka lang, Wolf. Pero di ba ang mountain, bundok? Iba yung bulubundukin eh. Parang
Mountain
Choco
range.
Hills yun, di ba? Choco Hills ba yun? Tama ba yun? Yung sa Bohol?
Hills, iba yun. Burol yun.
Burol pala. O tamo, parehas na tayo
range,
mali.
mountain
Kaya tayo magkasama dito sa casting test.
Tama.
Welcome nga pala sa SIBOL 2022.
Oh, we know
Oh my
everything,
God.
almost everything about ML. Not much about real life.
Geography, wala kaming alam. Land of Dawn, marami.
Yeah.
30 seconds from now, Lord will be spawning. This is a make or break Lord. A game-breaking Lord for both El Ganador and BREN Esports. Kung sino mang makakuha nito, pwede na sigurong maitapos ang laro. And this is an elimination game, guys. So, sigurado yung mga fans, kabadong-kabado na. Imagine niyo yung mga players na to.
Looking at wow, wait, sorry. Something just really caught my attention. 0-0 with 6 on Mingguin. Wow. Kaibang stat line sa isang camera na usually ay killer. But 0 kills and 6 assists. If it works, it works. So far ngayon, ang pinaka-standout para sa side ng El Ganador Esports is Lumiere. With this Matilda pick, 3-0 with 5, 100% skill participation. At syempre, ang unrecorded stats ni Chris na 2 steals!
Look at the damage coming in from the endless shards! My God! Saksa Jago with a clutch kill. BREN Esports now have full control over this Lord. They will start it with Granzu zoning out Bingwing. Percent, humahanap ng angulo. Pero sabi ni Joyboy, alam kong nandiyan ka. Calling Star Moon, tatama lamang sa 2. Here comes the Lord fight. At babagsak na rin ang mid lane ng El Ganador Esports. Wala na ang Lily. Ang wait nang di pa ng Lily yung bumagsak. Lord already have PP and the shards. Pinapasama ko si Lumiere. At mas-secure ni Saksa Jago ang Lord. Kailangan na nilang lumayo. This is the first Lord of BREN Esports, a luminous Lord in 15 minutes.
Gusto yatang kumuha pa na play ng El Ganador Esports. Maybe fast clear yung mga minion waves. Kind of feels like ang advantage is nasa BREN Esports. Pero yung El Ganador sila yung mas aggressive. Alam nila na wala din na mga flicker yung mga members ng BREN Esports. Kaya nilang respeto yung glue, however. So, again, BREN Esports, si Joyboy na naman at ang kanyang Ruby, nahanap doon si Joseph. So, that kill, nakuha nila yung advantage sa Lord fight. Eventually, nakanakaw din si Saksa Jago ng kanyang Lord. And we'll see.
Wait lang, nakahila muna ng 2 bago nagmana ng Circling Eager and the Shirt. Wala pa naman napatay, pero ito na nga ang flip. Popoling tupa na ay pabagsak si Joyboy, nakatang sunod si Percent. Pakakahit niya ba to? Joyboy still alive. Saksa Jago trying to deal damage, hindi na umabot. Mamamatay rin naman si Percent, walang malakas na Flumen. The Lord is still alive. Here comes Lumiere with the catching wind. Clutch save from Lumiere. And now we have 3 people defending for El Ganador Esports.
What a clutch flicker tapos guiding wind. The save mula sa ating Matilda. And ill-advised fight mula sa El Ganador Esports. Pero maintindihan mo kung ba't nila ginawa yun eh. Ayaw na nilang hayaan na pagdating din ng mga minions ay healthy pa rin. Kaso yun lang, dun sila napasama because of the jumps coming out from Joyboy once again.
Eto na nga, split. Pero mukhang napadala sa maling lugar dito si Granzu. Circling Eagle papasok. Mukhang mid-lane ang gusto ng BREN Esports. 2 na ang nawalang inhibitor turret for El Ganador Esports. This is the first time na nakalamang ang BREN Esports in terms of sieging. And this is their first Lord. BREN Esports suddenly back in this game. Yung 3k gold lead ng El Ganador, naging 1k gold lead ng BREN Esports.
Red team turret has
Oh
been
my
destroyed.
God. El Ganador Esports really proving to be a wonderful team, right? Pero yung BREN Esports, nakakita natin sa kanila yung parang flashes of maybe experience that they get mula dun sa kanilang El Capitan na si Few na ngayon ay playing under Medivh si Arcangel na dati na rin ay nagrepresenta sa Pilipinas bilang part ng Team SIBOL. And I think that yung mga calls na gano'n nakakuha sila ng mga jumps, yung I would say mga disciplined plays in the late game, you can count on that mula dun sa mga experience na shot callers, right? And it seems like Ganador Esports, they're doing their best at binibigyan nila. You can see yung galing nila sa paglalaro ng Mobile Legends, but there's just really some of the decisions na may mga question mark, and Few is able to force them into those kind of situations as a team para sa BREN Esports.
And Radiant Armor pickup para kay Joseph. This is massive for the upcoming Lord fight. Pakito, may pwesto na manggagaling sa top side. 3/4 HP para sa Lord. Granzu, Joyboy, sila ang magiging taga-zone ng BREN Esports. Babox outin ang El Ganador Esports para masimula ng Lord. Pero mukhang nagkakataguan pa tayo. Imbes na Lord fight, tago-taguan ang nangyayari.
This is 18 minutes Lord Omi. One of the most crucial ones. I like the fact na sinashove ni Brisk itong top lane. Kasi alam niya na matagal din itong Lord. Medyo makunat-kunat din kasi yung Lord na yan. Kailangan na pagalingan na mag-poke dito. So almost all of the lanes are gonna favor El Ganador Esports. Unless, ayun clear naman pala dito ni Brisk. Sobrang lupit na Lord dance nito. Sobrang scary for both teams.
High tension Lord fight about to happen. Half HP para sa Lord. This is a do or die match for El Ganador and BREN Esports. Isang pagkakamali. Pwede mong mapanaginipan lahat ng mga mali na yon. And here comes Granzu with a split. Wala pa namang massive ultimates na nababato. Joyboy, hindi tumama ang kanyang flicker combo. That is massive for BREN Esports. Nawalan sila ng I'm offended. Mga 18 seconds, walang ultimate ang Ruby. At sisimula na nga ng El Ganador ang 18-minute Lord na pauwi din nila si Granzu.
I think masaya dito yung BREN Esports kasi kahit dito may flicker tsaka yung combo, no, mabilis naman yung cooldown ng ultimate, but ang kinailangan i-commit ni Joseph is his own flicker. So I think that mas comfortable na yung BREN Esports, pero kailangan nilang sagutin yung top lane minions, and Glue will be there. Kita nga nila to. That means they might think na itong Ruby ang tamang target na i-go.
Oh no, si Joyboy, the playmaker, pero kay Saksa Jago na turn. Endless shard. Tumama kay Brisk pero hindi siya mababurst nito. Dalawa ang na-lockdown ng Don't Run Wolf King. Pero mukhang back na muna ang call. Both teams are playing this very carefully.
Oh, ang dami na spend dito ng El Ganador Esports doon. And for BREN Esports, nasa kanila pa lahat ng kanilang ultimate halos. And Amon, siguro, just a few more seconds bago bumalik yung kanyang ultimate. Pero wala na kasi din mga flicker itong El Ganador Esports. So now it needs BREN Esports. Nanalo sila dun sa war of attrition na nangyari.
Half HP though. On the Lord. Ganda na pwesto dito ni Percent at si Granzu. Maganda ang zone out ng BREN at El Ganador. Naghahanapan na naman ako. Nahuli ang isa. That's the immortality pop. Hinahanap ulit si Granzu pero nakapag-flicker siya. Here comes the Duke of Shards on the side lane. Kristen, ito na ang retry war na magde-decide kung sino magpapatuloy sa SIBOL tournament. And there you go! Saksa Jago ang makakapag-secure ng Lord para sa BREN Esports na magkakatuloy na ang laban. Joyboy, still alive. Makakapag-flicker pa na yun pero hindi siya mabubuhay with Percent going in for that kill. 1 for Lord. BREN Esports, they're gonna take that end game.
Well, 10 more seconds and that's a very fast Lord by the way. Sobrang bilis maglakad doon because it's the enhanced Lord. Mukhang ang nangyayari dito, kung sino na yung humawak at magpababa, magpalow ng HP ng Lord, sila yung hindi nakakakuha because of the counter retribution from the opposing team. And they did get the kill doon kay Ruby, but they will lose out on this Lord. But pag tinambay ito ng BREN Esports, kukunin yung Lord na yan. And like I said, mabilis siyang maglakad compared to normal Lord. Lord speed!
Oh no! Massive pickup from BREN Esports, and now the mid laners down for El Ganador. Tuloy-tuloy na ang shot call ni El Capitan at binalik pa sa buong tropa. Killing spree para sa Clint. Two people down for the side of El Ganador Esports in Lumiere with the endless charge sumabog. Immortality pop and sunod-sunod nang bumabagsak ang mga miyembro ng El Ganador Esports. Pinauwi ng BREN with a 2-1 win.
So close para sa El Ganador Esports. Napakagandang positioning around the team fight. Nakuha nila, napigilan nila yung si Ruby. They kept on going for that Lord fight. Hinawakan nila nung low na. And unfortunately, nag-take advantage ng si Saxon with that wonderful Lord, the retribution secure on to that Lord. So naghiwalay. Ang nangyari kasi dito, yung past two Lords that matter so much, napunta siya sa BREN Esports. Then tinry kumuha ng kills afterwards ng side ng El Ganador, but they weren't able to get him. And na-punish nga sila. Like I said, iba na yung, may mga buffs na yung 18-minute Lord. And kapag nakadikit ka sa kanya, meron kayong bonus damage as if you have all your orange buffs. Para ka merong free na orange buff. If you're looking at Joyboy, 0-7 pero ang taas ng kanyang impact for tanking out so much coming out from El Ganador. And not too shabby at all mga sa El Ganador. They could have won this. Ang ganda ng kanilang execution. Kayang-kaya sana nila. But unfortunately, they weren't able to close this one out. In the end, it was BREN Esports proving to have the better decision-making. At mukhang kita natin yun eh. Parang it was very close. Maganda yung pinapakita ng kalaban. But in the end, the team with the better shot calling wins these matches.
Yeah. And this is massive for the fans of BREN Esports. Their SIBOL 2022 journey continues. Saksajago, a deathless game, 6-0-3 on this Amon. Ang dami niyang early game plays, medyo tumahimik ng mid-game, pero by late game, nung nakuha na kanya ang Divine Glaive, kung tama ba ang aking naalala, nararamdaman mo na ulit ang kanyang damage. And so far, the Retriwar, medyo nalugi siya sa simula, pero nasabi mo na rin, Wolf, yung mga Lord na talagang sobrang laking bagay, naka-clutch pa rin ni Saksajago. And now that El Ganador is gone, what does this mean for the amateur scene? Isa na lang ang nagre-representa sa amateur scene, that's Origin na maglalaro mamaya.
Well, I think it doesn't matter. Kahit matalo dito yung El Ganador Esports, they were so close. And I think well represented naman. I think if you're even parang isang pro team na nag-scout ka ng talent with that performance of El Ganador, you're so impressed, right? Know what they did. Etong team na to, they don't have the guidance just yet, or maybe they do. Pero imagine mo, meron silang coaching staff and meron silang good facility to work with, and with this kind of talent, pwede mo siyang i-hone, right? I think it's okay for El Ganador Esports to not represent the Philippines kasi we still have very strong teams anyways. Pero yung kanilang entry, yung whatever noise that they're making, maririnig talaga to ng mga pro team handlers ngayon. And I'm pretty sure down the line, some of the players, if not the whole team, will eventually be acquired and signed by professional teams.
Yeah, definitely a good showing for El Ganador Esports. In fact, a good showing as a representative of the amateur scene of the Philippines. BREN Esports, nahirapan sila dito. Hindi sila pwede magsabi na easy game to, na 2-1. It wasn't an easy game. We watched it. The Retriwar was intense. Sobrang intense din ang series na to as a whole. One game taken away by El Ganador Esports. Overall, this experience for the fresh BREN Esports squad is something that would hone them even further entering MPL S9. In fact, hone them even further as they enter the next round of the losers bracket dahil hindi pa tapos ang kanilang SIBOL journey. While we watch the smart plays of this game number 3, of course, we would like to congratulate El Ganador as well. First, for reaching this point of the tournament. Talagang malaking bagay ito at ina-acknowledge namin ang hard work na pinasok ng mga manlalaro na to na naglaro pa mula sa qualifiers. But this is BREN Esports' time to shine. This is their victory. BREN Esports continuing in the bracket na madami pang laman na I think Onyx ba kalaban nila, men?
I think,
sure
yeah. Yeah, I think so. Oh, no, wait.
Or are we waiting for another match?
Yeah, it's yeah, they're gonna be playing Onyx. Right. Kung
Yeah, most
tama
likely,
yung
pero check
yeah.
natin yan mamaya. Baka kasi hihintayin pa natin yung
Chine-check yung
results bukas,
bracket
no?
sa
Pero
ulo ko eh.
ang ano, no, ang limited din lang ng choices eh. Kahit sinong kalabanin mo sa losers bracket will always be a strong
Yep.
team. So this is
I
just
agree.
SIBOL 22 things, man. Sobrang lala ng mga teams na nandito.
Yeah. In professional in an old man's word, it's very stacked. In a Gen Z thing like Womi, sobrang lala ng ating bracket dito.
Ganun ba yun?
And I agree with you.
Ganun ba naman, Gen Z?
I think sobrang ganda ng I think it defines it, di ba? Ang lala ng ating bracket, and then I'm happy to see just alam mo yun, it kind of gives you some confidence na ang selection process ng national team natin ay malala.
Yun nga. Yun ang word of the day, malala. Napakalala ng series na to. BREN Esports and BREN Esports now continuing in the losers bracket. Ito na nga makikita natin, no? Onyx Philippines, RSG Philippines kanina natapos ng 3-1. Ibig sabihin niya na ibababa ang Onyx at makakalaban nga nila ang BREN Esports most likely, or most like hindi pa natin makikita kasi walang label eh kung sino yung round na mananalo, kung saan sila bababa. Pero may chance talaga. Either Next Play Evos or Onyx Philippines ang makakalaban ng BREN.
Yep. I think slowly ay sasabihin sa atin ito ng ating prod team, but we'll see. Okay.
So
we'll
yun na
give
nga
the
ang
announcement
ating
for sure.
bracket, no?
Alam niyo yung perfect dito, guys. Make sure na i-follow nyo yung SIBOL page and maybe our pages as well. We're gonna be announcing it. Utang namin sa inyo, guys. Kami bahala. We'll make sure that we'll keep you informed whether through our Facebook pages or for Twitter o kaya dun sa mismong page ng SIBOL. I-announce yan. So, don't worry. In just a few minutes, we'll get back at you.
Wait lang, may kakapasok lang na information. Ano yun, Direk? Mukhang meron tayong bagong maihahatid sa ating mga audience. Pwede ba nating
Okay, it's definitely BREN and Onyx.
ang maglalaban. My God, that is a
Ooh.
big challenge for a fresh BREN squad.
It could. I mean, you saw RSG making a dominant performance against Onyx Philippines. I mean, hindi rin naman ito yung I would say yung pinaka-successful na lineup ng Onyx Philippines. So, we don't know what's gonna happen. Again, it's full of surprises. Sabi mo nga, Wami, malala.
Oo nga, malala. Ang daming pwedeng mangyari sa bracket na to. In fact, ang daming fresh people, mga new bloods sa ating mga teams. So it's gonna be exciting. Pero may isa pa tayong series, the last series of tonight in the losers bracket. As far as I remember, it's going to be Origin versus Smart Omega muli. Kami ang inyong naging casters for this intense series. My name is Theo Ignacio. Kasama ko dito si Kaisang Wolf no Pueto at magbabalik ang SIBOL 2022 National Team Selection powered by Smart.